In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to clone a repository from GitHub. This is a fundamental skill for anyone working with version control, and it will help you easily access other people's projects or collaborate on your own. If you find this useful, consider subscribing and liking the video. Let's get started. The first thing you'll want to do is head over to the GitHub repository page that you're interested in. Once you're there, look for a green button that says Code. When you click this button, a drop-down will appear showing you a few options. Make sure you are on the tab labeled HTTPS, as this is the link you'll be using to clone the repository. Go ahead and copy the URL that's provided there. You can do this by highlighting the link and either right-clicking to select Copy or using the keyboard shortcut, which is Control-C on Windows or Command-C on Mac. Now that you have the repository URL copied, the next step is to prepare a local folder where you would like to store the repository files. This is essentially the workspace on your computer. You can choose any location, whether it's on your desktop or somewhere within your documents. Just make sure you create a new folder and give it a name that makes sense to you. We'll call this folder My GitHub Repo for the sake of this tutorial. Once your folder is ready, it's time to open your terminal application. Depending on your operating system, you might be using gitbash, command prompt, or just your terminal. If you're on Windows, you might find gitbash easiest to use, while Mac users typically use the built-in terminal. After you've opened your terminal, you'll need to navigate to the directory where your new folder is located. This step is key and can be done using the cd command, which stands for Change Directory. You'll type cd followed by the full path of the folder you just created. For example, if you made your folder on the C drive, you would type something like cd/users, your username, desktop, my GitHub repo. Once you've entered that path correctly, just hit enter and you should now be inside your new folder. The final step in this process is to run the clone command that will copy the repository to your local machine. Type git clone followed by a space. Now, remember that URL you copied from GitHub? This is where you're going to paste it. You can do this by right-clicking in the terminal and selecting Paste or using the keyboard shortcut Control-V on Windows or Command-V on Mac. After you've pasted the URL, just hit enter. Congratulations! You've just cloned a repository from GitHub to your local machine. Depending on the size of the repository and your internet speed, it may take a few moments to complete. Once it's done, you'll find all the files and folders from the repository neatly packaged in your local My GitHub repo folder. Now you can start working on the project, make your changes locally, and even push updates back to GitHub when you're ready. If you enjoyed this tutorial or found it helpful, please like and subscribe for more tips on using Git and GitHub effectively.